Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Living in the present is not an option. Many times we are told, you should live in the present, as if we have an option. We have no option. We cannot live yesterday, we cannot live tomorrow. We cannot die yesterday, we cannot die tomorrow. जीना यहाँ, मरना यहाँ, इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ. See friends, it is easier to remain in the present than to go in the past or the future. See, one experiment. I ask you a question and reply it immediately, within a fraction of a second, in your own mind. 297 days before, at 8 o'clock, where were you? See? Past, whenever you go, you struggle. Future. After 160 days, in the evening, no, wrong example. In the afternoon, what you will be doing? Because in the evening, if I ask you, say liquid spirituality. Therefore, that is those who are established in spirituality, they don't have problem. See, friends. Therefore, this is the first principle of spiritual life. And this is what Vedanta tells. I am always surprised, Here we are at New Zealand Vedanta Society. Vedanta means Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. That is important. These sporadic talks here and there, it is good for your entertainment. But it will not change you. See, friends, you have to study. And for studies, you have to take a text. See, like in 2nd chapter, like in 12th chapter, like in 14th chapter. There are topics. The topics are, first, what is important in life? Steady wisdom or steady posture? Many of us have got this notion that if we remain steady in our posture, we are walking spiritual path. Simply sitting steady without movement is done even by a buffalo. No difficulty. See, friends, that can't be spiritual life. So, our wisdom has to be steady. That is important. Now, how the wisdom can be steady, this is study of Vedanta. See. Then, second thing. What should be our vision of perception of this world? Study of Vedanta, Upanishad or scriptures helps us changing the vision of our life. When you change the standpoint, everything changes in life. See? Like, if I keep the camera at a lower level and take my picture, I'll be looking like a mountain. If the camera is fixed on the ceiling, and from there if a picture is taken, I'll be seen like a pygmy. The right perception will be when the camera is at my eye level. Exactly. How are we looking at this world? Are we looking at the world from the relative standpoint? What is our standpoint? I versus you. Or we are looking at the world as the devotee looks at the God. Second standpoint. Third standpoint, how the God looks at his own creation. See? And the ultimate standpoint, what is the ultimate vision, which is beyond relativity. Although we are functioning in the relative world, yet we are transcending the relative existence. This is what is said in Vedanta through chapter 12, when the glory of a devotee is said. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha nirmamo nirhankara samadukka sukakshami santushta satatam yena kenachit. That is the vision. If our vision doesn't change, it will be something called in Vedanta as Kunjara Shauchavat. Kunjara means an elephant. Shaucha means taking bath. How the elephant takes bath, you know? They have got a built-in shower. So they put their trunk and suck the waters and see? And after they have finished their bath, then it's not only you people go for makeup and dusting powder and all that. The elephant also goes. He takes the dust over there and sprinkles over him. How do I look? Goes and tells the elephantini. See? In the same manner, if we are imagining that we are walking spiritual path, we are studying scriptures, our angle must change. Ishavasya Upanishad tells. First, the ultimate is indicated through the Shanti mantra. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lecture is not over. Or you'll start going away. Hang around. See? So this is the ultimate. Now to be in that ultimate, four things are told. First, our vision must change. And the vision is Om Ishavastamidam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat. When this vision is established, the net result is, how do we know whether we are on the right track or not? To whom will you ask? People ask us, Swamiji, one lady asked me, Swamiji, please don't make fun of me. I said, no, Mama, there is no need. You are self-sufficient. So her question was, please tell me how far I have come in spirituality. I said, you have come up to knee. You have to grow a little further. Friends, diseases are established by observing the symptoms, is it not? We go to the doctor and tell him or her what are the symptoms. But if you are Indian, then you will teach the doctor. Doctor Sahab, injection laga do. Let him decide what is to be done. But we tell the doctors. These are few characteristics of an ideal Indian. An Indian is doctor by birth. He is a philosopher. He is expert in somebody else's job. He can advise even to God. See, दुनिया बनाने वाले काहे को दुनिया बने. See. So, disease is established by studying the symptoms, is it not? Exactly the same way. Whether we are on the right track of our spiritual evolution or not, who will establish it? The symptoms. See? There was one person from US, he came and he asked me this question, Swamiji, please help me. I said, no, I have got certain rules. I don't give money to anybody. He said, no, not money-wise. I am Dr. So-and-so and I got only one problem. And the problem is, I don't get sleep. I said, you are one doctor, because there are many brands. See? Homeopathy, naturopathy, allopathy, all pathetics are doctors. So he said, no, I am doctor of philosophy and I have written a thesis. I got a very special award, thesis on sleep. The only problem is I don't get sleep. See? In the same manner, I have studied Vedanta. I know Upanishad, I know Bhagavad Gita, I have done this thing. But look here, nobody appreciates me. I do so much for them. See? One example I'll tell you this. There was one lady, she was writing her doctorate thesis on one text of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Shatashloki. There is a echo. You should not leave that seat. Even if you have to go to bathroom, finish it there only. Maybe that speaker, you can make little bit tilt in that side, both the speakers. Not towards me, towards the wall, like that. Little more. That's it. The same one. The sound waves were attacking each other. Now is it better? Not yet. Anyway, something is better than nothing. So, when you become introvert, our approach to the life changes. That approach must change. If that approach doesn't change, then what happens? So this lady who was doing doctorate on Shatashloki, she used to come to me sometime. That time I was in Lonavala and asked me, Swamiji, what is this shlok? What exactly is meant? So whatever little ignorance I have, I used to tell her. After that, she got her doctorate and she told Swamiji, I got my PhD. I said, congratulations. Then I said, I must meet your guide. He must be very wise. Yes, Swamiji. So appointment was fixed. He was in Bombay. I went and met him. After I reached his house, right in the door only, he made me stand, started talking. I have done so many students, I guided, and so many books are published from Oxford, from Harvard, one after another. These are my books and all that. And I was standing on the door. After about 1 hour, I said, may I get in and sit down? Of course, you can if you want. See, I got it. Again he started. Then he said, you are not talking. I said, no, I have come to listen to you, not to talk. He said, okay, I want to ask you a question. How to do japa? I said, you are very well read in Vedanta. You know, tad vijnanatham guru mevami gachet samitpanihi shrotrem brahmanishtam. You have to accept me as your guru. Swamiji, my student told me you are very, light-hearted and you cut joke on everything. I said, this time I am serious. See? And then his complaint was, whenever I sit for meditation, my mind runs here. I can't chant even Lord's name. Why this is happening? See, friends, Therefore, please remember, the symptoms of spiritual life are told in this Upanishad. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Don't hold on to the things in this world. Anything that you hold on takes you to the past. In every house, there is something called as the discussion piece. And they are kept there so that we can talk something. There is nothing to talk. Hey, what is this stupid person? Swamiji, that was me when I was young. Oh, very beautiful. And then the stories continue. See, friends, every object in the world takes us in the past. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. If we want to remain in the present, the first thing is, don't bring your past in the present, and this will start happening if your vision has changed. See how it happens. One example I tell you, a very simple example. This happened in Bombay. In some of my talks I mentioned this example. There was one young boy on his motorcycle. Because of the traffic jam, Bombay is called as also Jam Nagar. It's always jammed. So he was going on a motorcycle. I was in my car sitting. And there was one girl in front going. So he wanted to go and flirt with her. So he took his motorcycle and stood in front of her. And when he saw her, above the neck she was sweet 16. Below the neck she was 98, not out. My dear child, what do you want? Will he flirt with her? From backside, he saw, oh, what a perfect figure. Must be beautiful. And for that he went to flirt. The moment he saw, his vision changed. Exactly, be attentive. When you look at this world as a place for indulgence and enjoyment, you will be a slave to the world. And the slavery to the world is called as coming under the influence of desires. I want this, I want this. There is no end to these wants. See? Therefore, all our life, if we look within, if we have to say what we have done till date, write your biography in one line. What you will write? We have been most unsuccessfully trying to fulfill all our desires. Yet, till now, desires are still there in a big queue. And be attentive. Desires always come about something which is other than us and which is used for indulgence. See? This understanding is Vedanta. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. You don't have to give up anything. It will happen if your vision changes. Like when the fruit is mature on the tree, you don't have to pluck the fruit. It detaches naturally. And that maturity in knowledge is called as practice of Vedanta. See, friends, then you don't have to struggle for anything. Life is a great fun. Then your vision will change. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. So, we will live in this world very much dynamically, fully involved at the same time. We have a freedom to withdraw in a fraction of a moment. See? We must go in a very high speed, no doubt. But when there is a need, we should be able to stop the car. But if our car is mashallah, then you apply the brake and the brake gets applied after 30 minutes. Tube light brake. By then everything will be over. In the same manner, reserve that freedom to get involved in this world passionately. At the same time, have dispassion. Withdraw from the world. Tena tyaktena bhunjitha. See, you don't have to become a Babaji. No. I am a Swami. Therefore, I cannot smile. All the time, I have to pretend I am Gambhirananda. And such people ask this question. Swamiji, in meditation, our Guru Maharaj told us, you should close your eyes half, and I am not able to do that. What I should do, please help me. I said, you are a simple man. How many eyes you have got? He said, 2. Half of the 2 is 1. Then, meditation. If you have got any question, be attentive. You have gone away from yourself. That is Vedanta. Past takes us away from the present. Future takes us away from the present. And both are projections of the mind. Time is a baby of mind. Therefore, mind never becomes old. That is the tragedy. If the mind also becomes old along with the body, then the cart will be having 2 bullocks of the same type. It will go perfectly well. But what happens in the old age? The body is 80 not out. And the mind is 18 young. See? And you will see every old man cuts a pathetic joke. Swamiji, I don't feel I am old. That is a tragedy. You should feel you are old. See, friends, tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Let us live in this world in such a manner that impressions are not allowed to be created. Otherwise, we live in this world creates likes and dislikes, friends and enemies, near and dear. And this is how we start living in the past. See, friends. And then it becomes our second nature. The first thing with all the oldies like me should know, nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their own future. What oldies have got future? No future. GPS is already activated. Destination is fixed. See, friends, tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Therefore, lead life dynamically till the last moment of your life. And how to lead that life beautifully in the present. See, there was one friend of mine in Delhi, and very rich man, and he and his wife, and they had 2-3 sons, very big business. And he was, that old man and his wife, they were listening to me. He said, Swamiji, actually, I don't want to be with these people all the time, the grandchildren, and I'm fed up on that. But when I say I want to go to Haridwar, Rishikesh, they don't allow me. What I should do? I said, you tell them, I'm not going permanently, I'm going just for a few days, for a change. See, I take only a small suitcase with me, and we'll go. I said, you tell them. And they came to Vrindavan. I said, now, from here you don't go. See? How long are you going to hold on to this world? Before the world has to tell, get out, have the wisdom to leave the world. See, friends, tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Then how to lead the life? All that you were dreaming in your life. I wanted to go to Alaska. Go to Alaska. You know, Alaska is what? It is a Maharashtrian word. When you go there, they say, Alaska? Yeah. Come. I had gone there 3-4 times. And I have learned. This is another principle. If you want to remain in the present, learn. When you learn from your experiences, you do not precipitate any impressions on your mind. And when we don't learn, we create dents and dashes on our mind. Those dents and dashes are called as likes and dislikes. And as our life goes, the whole life has been under the influence of likes and dislikes. Therefore, old people are very obstinate. Because their mind is not a flat, plain surface. There are initially likes and dislikes, small, hair-thin lines. As the age grows, these hair-thin lines become rope-thin. Then they become road-thin. Then they become valley-thin. Then they become the mountain-thin. And very strong personality. Be attentive. These likes and dislikes, what logic it has? No logic. See, for example, I don't like Bengal, eggplant. And if you go to a Punjabi house, Punjabi means delicacy is Bengal da parta. It is as if they are abusing you. See? And when they give me their Bengal da parta, I feel, oh God, hey Bhagwan, can't you take any other avatar? So like we take a tissue paper and throw something dirty out, same way I take the chapati, put it, and like the Ayurvedic medicine, I put it in my mouth, a glass of water. Do you know the meaning of the Ayurvedic medicine? They give you so bitter dose to avoid the second dose. You say you are all right. These are the secrets. See. So I finished that so that I don't have to look at that pathetic dish. And that Amma thinks, oh, Swamiji likes Bengal. Another one. Now tell me, I don't like and Punjabis like. What is the logic? No logic. Be very attentive. Likes and dislikes have no logic. And our whole life is guided by these likes and dislikes. And we consider ourselves to be intelligent. What intelligent? Who is guiding our life? Is it the sham or the kam? Likes and dislikes express as desire. I like it, I don't like it. Then what is our life? Whatever we like, we run after that. Whatever we don't like, we run away from that. So total life is run or run, nothing else. And then we say, I am damn tired. Naturally, when you run, you will be tired. Then don't run. Remain in the present. And to remain in the present, this is the only technique. Number one, and only technique. Learn from every experiences of your life. When you learn, you will have neither like nor dislike. Take one example to understand this. During our childhood, sometime we have touched fire, is it not? We got burnt. Now for that fire, do we have like or dislike? None. Because we have learned. Fire burns. How simple it is. And therefore, thereafter, we start dealing with the fire in such a manner that the same burning ability, the destructive ability of the fire is utilized to our benefit, is it not? That is wise. But if we go on complaining, no, but why the fire is so hot? This is what we do in life. When we complain, we are samsari. When we learn from every experience, we are the seekers of truth. And for that, vision must change. Ishavasya sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat. In one place, I was having my talks on Kenopanishad. And my hostile and hostilities, they used to come for the lecture. And naturally, I was a hostage. So after one day, lecture was over, and we were having breakfast. That very time, like a Hindi movie, suddenly the phone rang, and he said, Swamiji, I had to go, some urgent case. I said, go, I don't need you, I got everything here. So he went. The moment he went out, the wife had an opportunity to complain against husband. And whenever a wife praises the husband, there is a catch in that. Swamiji, he is very good. He doesn't have any bad habits. He doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't go to a club, he doesn't do all kinds of things. He's a very simple person. But when he becomes angry, he is worse than an animal. I don't know how to deal with that. Now, when you feed somebody, don't take revenge. Let him eat. They don't give us food free. After every chapati, one question. It is not free. You may be thinking we get free. We don't get anything free here. See, there was one psychiatrist in US. After my talk was, Swamiji, what you talked, the same thing we tell in our, practice. What is the difference between you and me? I said, you make the patient talk, you don't listen, and yet you get $65. I talk, nobody listens, and I don't get anything. This is the basic difference. So, when I was eating, that young boy, he said, Swamiji, may I reply on your behalf? I was so happy. Hey, Chelaji, good morning, start. And he started. Mami, Swamiji told, remember today's lecture? That because of which he didn't understand the Sanskrit, but English he understood. 8 years child. He said, Swamiji told, that because of which the mind is able to think, but the mind cannot think about that. That is the Brahman, and that Brahman thou art, and you have to only know that. Therefore, you are Brahman, I am Brahman, Swamiji is Brahman, our Papa is Brahman. So the mother said, so what? Mami, don't get angry, I am explaining you. I said, okay. Then she said, that child said, we have got chocolates, different brands, is it not? Say like, Haldiram chocolate or Patanjali chocolate. Exactly the same way, there are different types of Brahman. Our Papa is an angry brand of Brahman. See the beauty. He has learnt it. We are unable to catch because we are totally lost in this world. Anybody who becomes miserable because of anybody else or the world, he is the fool of the highest order. Never become miserable because of anybody. Then make others miserable. You relax. And to make others miserable, you continue to be happy. Then they will become more miserable. See? This is how the married people, they scold me. All the time you keep on telling, be happy, get married and show, be happy. So, that is their trump card against me. But now I am ruling America. Therefore, tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Lead your life dynamically, cheerfully. Don't hold on to this world. See? Tyaktena. And this dispassion will happen only if you are able to drop the past. And the past can be dropped only if you are learned from the past. But we don't learn from our past. Now what we have to learn? Right from childhood, how many desires we have fulfilled? Bhagavan Shankara says, Balastavat krida saktaha, Tarunastavat taruni raktaha, Vruddhastavat chinta saktaha, Parame brahmani kopina raktaha, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. See? We have been fulfilling our desires right from childhood. Different types of toys. Have we discovered fulfillment? See? Then we became young. Then different sets of desires to be fulfilled. Then we grew up and got married. Third types of desire set. There is no end to these desires. But our equation is wrong. Equation is fulfillment of desires is equal to fulfillment in life. This is the wrong equation. Therefore, study Vedanta, for example, 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita. The essence of all Vedas is Upanishad. Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. Upanishad means Vedanta. Essence of all Upanishad is Bhagavad Gita. Essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter. And essence of the 15th chapter is the 15th verse of 15th chapter. There Bhagavan says, Vedaischa sarvai ahameva vidya. This I must be correctly understood. Who is this I? And if you are engaged in finding out who is this I, ayamaham kuto bhavati chinvataha ai patatyaham nija vicharanam. This I will disappear. And what remains is Paramatma. Therefore Bhagavan says, Etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. Unless we know our essential nature, we will not be able to attain fulfillment in life. See, friends, our whole life we have been doing this, doing that. Have we taken a pause and found out really, are we ready to conclude our show and ready to go? See? Water. There should not be any doubt. So, Etad buddhva, we have to know our essential self. See, friends. And when you come to know your essential self, you will be playing the game of past, present and future without losing your presence. When we are lost in the past, we lose our present. See? All the time, जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो गए भाड़ में, तुम भी जाओ. See, friends, you must have seen those dumb songs, कोई लौटा दे मेरे बीते हुए दिन. I guarantee you will become frustrated. Good, we have gone up. Any child you ask, are you happy as a child? No, I want to become grown up, when I grow this thing. And then Budhau, I want to be a baby. हम भी अगर बच्चे होते, नाम हमारा होता डब्लू बबलू, खाने को मिलते लड्डू. देखो महाराज, remaining in the present is simplest exercise, spiritual exercise. Then your mind will not run here and there. Tena tyaktena bhunjita. So, be in this world, enjoy every moment, celebrate life. We are not here for calibration. You must have seen some people, they are all the time only calculating money, money, money. See? Once, many years before, I was young that time, and I had a friend, a Sardarji friend. His son was having polio. So he was sitting behind me on the motorcycle, holding me like a Jhansi ki Rani. And his father, his mother and the other child, they were coming on a scooter slowly. And I was young, so I मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी धूम. And we reached our place, wherever we had to go. And I said, hey Puttar, what do you want to eat? Swamiji, I like dosha. In our house, never dosha is made. I said, okay. We ordered 2 dosha. He said, Swamiji, now Papa will come. And he will say, why did you order dosha? Here it is so expensive. 25 rupees per dosha. With 25 rupees, we can feed the whole city. You are wasting money. I said, anyway, we start eating. They will not take juta. And we started eating. And then that old man came. The moment he came, the same sentence what the child has told. So he looked at me. I said, don't look that side, eat. Let him look at you. Life is not a calibration. Celebrate life. And when you celebrate, you are in the present. When you are present, you are happy. Therefore, you celebrate marriage. That is the only moment you are happy. Rest of the time, others are happy. See, one Westerner person asked me this question in Pune. He said, Swamiji, you people Indians, very peculiar. I said, these are a manufacturer's defect, we can't change. He said, why in the Indian marriages the girl cries so much? The boy doesn't cry. I said, this is the only day she cries. Rest of the life the boy cries. At this moment, when you are happy, you are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither in 2017 nor in New Zealand. You were. Being is happiness. Becoming is misery. But all the time we become somebody or the other. And how we become? By carrying the burden of our past. Try this. One of the simplest spiritual practice. I am not giving a mala in your hand. Do not bring your past in the present. Now try to talk. You cannot talk. Because whatever we talk to the world is only about the past. I was born there, I did this thing and this thing. And the best part is nobody is interested in our past. But we have no future, so we talk about the past. And be attentive. Even if something has never happened in our life, if you imaginarily tell something, this is what happened in your life, 100 times, you will start feeling it really happened. See, friends, how simple it is. And thereafter, we start living as that only. Therefore, when we start living in the present, we have to consciously drop the past. Like, many people ask us questions. So many, particularly Indians want to know the complete data history of your existence. Right from when you were born, why you were born, where you were born, when are you going to die, 101 question. See? So when they ask the question, I have learned it from my American NRI children. This is one thing I learned from. Therefore, my guru is not one. You are all my guru. I learned from every one of you. Swamiji, what did you learn from us? I learned from you that although I talk, you pretend you are listening, but you never listen. In the same manner, I also pretend and say, hey, love you, but I don't. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dvesho asti na priyaha. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Life will remain light. See? So when these unwanted questions come, then my Guru Maharaj come to my help. And then I start, So you'll see, these people cannot talk a single sentence without adding e, a, I, o, ah. Highly literate children. So you ask them, hey, after you finish your schooling, what do you want to become? E, o. I don't know. And that I don't know is such a lovely answer. Thereafter, all the questions stop. See? Be attentive. If you want to remain in the present, remember principle. You are not obliged to answer all the questions in this world. Then bluff. And whatever sin you will get because of bluffing, hand it to WhatsApp to me. I'll delete it. See, friends. Therefore, don't carry the burden. The lesser you talk about your past, you will be light-hearted. And then the second thing that we do is ma grudaha kasyasvid dhanam. We keep on accumulating the wealth to such an extent as if that is going to be with us. See, friends, when Alexander the Great died, before that he told his all people, generals, etc., kindly allow my coffin to be taken by the doctors who are attending on me. The path on which my coffin is carried, keep all the loot of everything on the floor and let my coffin be walked over that. And keep my hands outside open. So they say, sir, we'll do it. But what is the reason, peculiar desire? He said, all those who were trying to save me, my doctors, now they have to carry my dead body. Nobody can save you in this world. Don't give an option to yourself, my friends. Lesser the option you give, happier you are. Prosperity is mistaken as more options. See, in most of the houses you must have seen, there are walk-in wardrobes. And therefore, when you go, if you are Indian one, then you go there and there are 365 pathetic saris waiting. Mujhe bhi le lo, mujhe bhi le lo. And this Maharani goes inside. And no, people will think I got only one sari. Who is looking at you? No. So they start from the morning, but evening they are very rarely able to get ready. Because more choice. Give minimum choice, you will be maximum happy. Life becomes simple, friends. So, mahagrudaha kasya siddhanam. Don't keep on accumulating. So, three things. One is, our whole life is spent in earning and accumulation. The second part of our life is spent in indulgence and enjoyment. Indulgence, enjoyment is not possible without money. So what is the only thing that we do in our whole life? Earn, spend, earn, spend, earn, spend. And we have never taken a pause. That we have fulfilled our so many desires. Have we discovered fulfillment in life? But instead of that, our I becomes very strong. I have done this thing, I have done that thing. I'll tell you, one of my friend, he's a very nice person, extremely good. And he is so large-hearted, he has given millions of dollars for some good cause. In one place, he had given a huge mansion for that institution, this, that, and all that. And when we were going home, he was, very disturbed. Swamiji, look here, these people they don't tell me what they are supposed to do. And I am spending so much of money on this, but they don't understand anything, they don't listen to me. Very disturbed. I was keeping quiet. When I went to my room, then again he started. I said, look here, wait a minute. Answer my question. are you having any authority in that organization? He said, no. Then I told him, you are respected here because you give money. Stop giving that. You will not be even asked to come in. What do you think you are? See, friends, when I told him this day, he was suddenly, like, a kind of attack. Swami ji, today I have realized people are making fool of me. See, friends, if you become disturbed, miserable because of anything, your strong eye is hurt. Wherever there is a pain, there is unhealthy condition. See? If you have got a pain in your tooth, root canal, the pain is not given to make us suffer. The pain is given to us, remind, hey, something is wrong. If there is a pain in your stomach, the pain is not given to torture us, just to remind, hey, something is wrong, take care. Exactly the same way. When we are living in this world and we get hurt, then hurting is a clear indication, hey, something is wrong with your identity. What do you think you are? Be very attentive. Then you will come to know, at the root of every misery, there is somebody sitting. We are all miserable as mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. As nobody, we are never miserable. So where is the problem? The problem is in this I. And what is this I? This I is a mule carrying the burden of total past possessions and relations. If you drop, even theoretically, all your possessions and relations for 20 seconds, then who you will be? You will be nobody. Now next 20 seconds, remain as nobody. Done. When you remain as nobody, no thoughts, no worries, no time, no past, no future. So what is the meaning of remaining in the present? Remain as nobody. See? But all the time, we are carrying that burden. धूप में बाल सफेद नहीं किए. I have not whitened my hair in the sun. English translation of the Hindi proverb. How can you don't have hair on your head? Okay, that's a different issue. See, my friends. Therefore, remaining in the present is remaining as nobody. Therefore, there is a proverb in English, nobody is happy. It is very true. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. See? There was a boy, his father was doing gardening. This happened in North Carolina. Our neighbor. and he had a son. And the son was again and again going and asking his father, Dad, I want to be an intelligent husband. So the father looked at him and continued the gardening work. Again he came, Dad, you are not answering my question. I want to become an intelligent husband. I don't want to hear from my wife as mom calls you dumb. I don't want to hear that. So tell me what is to be done. So, Father Uvacha, the father told the highest wisdom. He said, there is no species called as intelligent husband in this world. Those who are intelligent, they never become husband. See, man you are, husband you become, woman you are, wife you become. And who is miserable? It is the wife who is miserable. It is the husband who is miserable. Now separate out the man from the husband. Be attentive. Man can exist without becoming a husband. But can the husband exist without being a man? So what is the reality? Reality is man. Husband is an illusion. And these illusory personalities, they are miserable. Then what is to be done? The next verse, Bhagavan says, Kurvanneveha karamani jiji visheshadagam sama. When you change the vision, Ishavasam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat, tena tyaktena vundita ma grudakasya siddhanam. When this happens, then Kurvanneveha karamani jiji visheshadagam sama. Thereafter, lead your life dynamically, cheerfully, happily, and be 100% wherever you are, in whatever you are doing. The translation is not, and desire to live 100 years. No. Don't add years to your life. Add life to every moment. See, that is important. Simply living long cannot, it is a curse. See? But many of the yoga fellows, they are all the time after, if you do this thing, your life will be. What will you do by long life? See, friends, today in the world, the demography has changed because of this wrong understanding. See? In earlier days, old people used to die. Kali Yuga has come, they don't die. See, the population is not increasing because new children are produced. Population is increasing because the oldies like me refuse to die. Are maro na? See, my friends. So how to live life? Live fully, 100%. Don't bring your past. And then for what for to live? Be very attentive. Just time pass. Nothing to achieve, nothing to lose. See. One day one youngster met me somewhere on the airport and said, Swamiji, you have been running around the world talking to people, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? Your whole life you have been struggling to talk to people, but they don't change. I said, look here, I am not mad. I don't want the people to change. Because everybody has got different prayers. Our prayer is, Sarve bhavantu ajnaninaha. Let everybody remain ignorant and miserable. Then our market will be strong. If you all become wise, where will I go? This is exactly as happened in Germany. I was staying with my host and she was having a yoga studio. And on the third day, I said, Mama, there is something wrong with you. Everything is okay. Swamiji, it's difficult to hide anything from you, but I'll tell you the truth. I said, tell me. She said, I'm having problem about money because these days not many students are joining the studio. Then she started her story. I was the first to bring yoga in Germany. First batch I taught 20 students. Those went, they established 20 yoga studios. Each one of them took another batch of 20 each. They went out, they opened yoga studio. And today the condition in Germany is there are more teachers and no students. What is to be done? I said, where from you learn yoga? From India. I said, India can export students also. You come. See, friends, if you are walking the spiritual path, you will not get lost in this world. Then why we are doing this thing? Only time pass. And whenever you do anything for time pass, be attentive. What is the result? Number one, victory and defeat are equal. Don't we play with the children cricket sometime? So that time are we concerned about our victory? Just playing fool with the child. But the child is interested. See, in one of the camps I was playing with the children. So I said, rules mine, not yours. So okay, Swamiji. Rules are, I will only bat. Don't ask me to run here and there. Okay. And I will not be out. So okay. And the child rolled and he shouted, LBW. I said, this is not possible. You can't see my legs. How can I be LBW? He said, Swamiji, for you, LBW means lungi before wicket. Now tell me, was I serious whether I am out or not? It was just a time pass. But for the child, it is a great thing. Exactly the same way. Lead your life. Here, only time pass. Don't do anything to achieve anything, nothing. All those big people have come and gone. This world has always been like this. See? All those who have come to save this world, they were shaved off. The world is as it is. Take all the saviors. Where they have gone? World has not changed. This is the story of Vedanta. See, friend, and this can happen. See, behind 1 hour talk, there is 30 years of contemplation. It is not reading. Tvameva mata cha pita, tvameva pita. When Vedanta is digested, wisdom comes. When Vedanta is undigested, lecture comes. And for that, you have to study. Simply external things will not help in life, I tell you. And therefore, think more about studying the scriptures. And then you will get a click of it. What is the meaning of living in the present? And then you will get many things from within. What comes from outside is information. What comes from within is experience. Experience cannot be transferred. I had taken good food today in the afternoon for a change. And then I can't tell, hey, it was such a good food. You need not take, okay? Everybody has to have his own experience. Therefore, study scriptures, study Upanishad, Gita, and then we are really doing justice to Vedanta. Otherwise, this light talks up and ha hoo. And many people have started, I have started imagining, people think that I am a joker. I am telling jokes. Arey Baba, joke is the secondary thing. Why jokes are told when the child is not ready to open the mouth? I don't want to take medicine. Then what a mother does? Closes the nose. And when the nose closes, lagao. Exactly the same way. Here there is no, when in Katha stories, Ramayana, Bhagavat, when the teacher sees many of them are going into the fourth plane of consciousness. Then immediately they say, Avara Ramachandra ki Jai. Now here I can't do that. So in between I fire something and then everybody laughs. But one who was sleeping, yes, hey, what happened? And this fellow, late Latif. Relax, be yourself. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.